So last month I surprised myself and a lot of my friends here at the station when I was able to do a 1-minute plank on the show with Jake Madole from Madhouse Performance. Well, Jake is back this morning with no plank for me. Instead, he's brought his mom with him, Brenda Madole, who is a registered dietitian. Don't you love a man who loves his mama? Good to see y'all.
I'm a lucky guy, that's for sure.
So we've kind of been having this nice chat off camera that we want to take on camera because they're a dynamic duo. They can work independent of each other. But Jake, you credit your mom really with kind of what got your mom and your dad.
Yep.
With what got you into this field to begin with.
Yeah, absolutely. So her being a registered dietitian, my family grew up with good, wholesome, healthy living, right? And everything that she did on the table and the habits that we created when we were younger, we carried over into our academic careers and then our obviously professional careers. Obviously, my dad's a physical therapist and strength and conditioning specialist as well. So we had a great environment to grow, and now she has really blossomed with her company, Elite Dietetics, and then Madhouse has kind of taken off. And when we opened in our new facility in June, I wanted to create a partnership with obviously a fantastic company that would provide my clients, both remote and in-house, with the ability to get incredible nutrition coaching and nutrition strategies. So I'm very grateful.
So even though Brenda is not here in the Chattanooga area, there's this little thing called an app that puts her right in touch with all of us. So Jake, what do you call it at Madhouse? Is it your nutrition station? Is that what you call it?
Yes, so we have a fueling station sponsored by Elite Dietetics. All the guys at the facility and girls know when they're coming in, either if they're feeling a little depleted, we have some carb loaded bars to grab and snack on before a workout. Post workout, we have electrolyte drinks, we have protein shakes, we have protein bars. So my mom and Elite Dietetics have been awesome enough to provide those additional nutrition needs to our in-house guys.
Okay, but here's what I'm understanding, and Brenda, your turn to jump in. So yes, you provide those things,
yes,
but you also know that whether it's an individual person or a team coming to Jake, they're still individual people and their bodies need different things. So this app makes it highly personalized.
Absolutely. That way I can keep my finger on the pulse of that individual. I can see where they're at as far as their food intake, but also their hydration, because we all know that hydration status is a key part of everything. Whether you are just someone who wants to develop a healthier lifestyle, or you're the elite athlete who really has to maintain above and beyond.
Okay, I think you just touched on something that's really important because obviously, I mean, Jake has, and Brenda too, some pretty impressive clients who they deal with who are in this road to professional athlete, if not already there. But most of us watching today are not in that camp, but it doesn't mean that we can't access their knowledge and make our own life kind of elite. Is that right?
Exactly, because really the whole point is a healthier lifestyle. And you start where you are and take it from there. What are your goals? What do you want to achieve? Is it motivated by a medical issue? Maybe you got some lab results from the doctor that are concerning, or are you looking to maintain your, pro athlete status?
Right. Okay, so I'm interested in this because you have come together, because you were saying, Jake, when you blend the two of the things that you and your mom do, you're pretty much unstoppable.
We like to think that, but we talked a little bit off camera, Julie, about the importance. One, without the other, they do okay, and they're good for you. But again, the blending of the two, both from the weight room side and the fitness side and performance side to the nutrition side, blending those two really allows whatever client or whatever athlete at any demographic to see the most result for the effort that they put in.
So, okay, you mentioned something earlier about we all know that hydration is important, and I was sitting there thinking, I'm not so sure I know. I mean, I don't think everyone does have the knowledge base that you all have. But we do live in a world of fad diets, and most of us think, oh, we have to eat more protein than carb. That's not always right. Is that correct?
Right. And that's why you have to customize it and make it unique for that individual. And, there's a reason why big schools, Clemson, Alabama, have a very high-level nutrition department because it works.
Okay, You said nutrition department, yet it's very important to mention that you are a registered dietitian. There's a real difference between what you are and a nutritionist, right?
Absolutely, yeah. You know, kind of anybody can call themselves a nutritionist, or you can do like a 2-week course online, or maybe a community college. But a registered dietitian, we have to have the academic background as well as an accredited internship, and then sit for a national exam.
Do you see, Jake, you mentioned your mom group. What do you call it again?
The Muscle Moms.
The
Yeah,
Muscle
yeah.
Moms. And they're every range of age of mom, right?
Yeah.
But are you finding that once people get in the door with you, if they're not already an athlete, they're just an individual person, they're totally hooked? On the empowerment?
I'm very proud of the retention rate that Madhouse has. And again, it speaks to the clientele, people coming in, right? Those individuals are fantastic, and the work that we do from a programming side, from a practical side, it is really evidence in the retention that we do have. So yes, I'm very proud of the fact that when people do come through the door, they typically don't leave, which is something I'm very proud of. And now with this partnership here, we really do allow an all-inclusive and wholesome approach to whatever goals that anyone has. And so I'm just very excited.
You know the old adage of you are what you eat?
Yeah.
But all of us, I think, even if you're trying to eat healthy, you look at labels these days, and you look at your grocery bill these days, and it's hard. So if we've got you in our camp, Brenda, we're really making sure that we're packing the most punch. Is that right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's like Jake mentioned before, you can do the two separately, but when you join them, it's like a marriage made in heaven. It really just gets the most out of each aspect.
Yeah, so from like a practical standpoint, for example, I train a couple volleyball teams, right? If she's working with them through her app, I will know we have a session at 4 p.m. Okay, player 1 has not logged the food that she's been eating throughout the day, so then I get a notification from Brenda saying player 1 this is their intake for the day. If I know we're doing, for example, some jump testing, when player 1 comes in, I might advise them to grab a little carb bar real quick, and if their numbers are down, I can either attribute that to the lack of nutritional intake or something that I might need to fix from a programming side. So from a practical setting, it's very, very exciting.
And it's helpful for injury prevention.
Yep.
Oh, sure.
Because, why are you going to tax the body that's not adequately fueled to do what you're asking it to?
Well, it's an investment into yourself, which is the best thing you can ever do. But if you do have a child right now or a grandchild playing sports, could be the path for their future and success. So here's where you'll find them. It's Madhouse Performance. There's their number, 714-955-1202, madhouseperformance.net. And then Brenda has Elite Dietetics. She was kind enough to travel in from North Carolina. There's her number, 714-713-2831. You can find her online, elitedietetics.com. Dynamic duo.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Decades ago, our city thrived with hardworking individuals who carried not just lunch pails, but dreams and responsibilities. At Wedemark Keith, we embrace our blue-collar roots. Like you, we forged our lives with grit and determination. If you've been injured, trust a law firm that truly understands you. We're more than lawyers.